Get ready to match the stars. Call Joy. Wendy Blacklock. Filthy Dave Gray. The terrific top half of Jackie Weaver. Stuart Wagstaff. And Bob Moore. As we play Graham Kennedy's Blankety Blanks. And now here he is to start the show, Graham Kennedy.
What made you laugh, Don?
I messed it up, Graham.
Did you mess it up? Oh, that's nothing. Oh, I'm going to blank you tonight. I am, because I love you. And when you love someone, what do you do eventually? That's right, you blank them. So after tonight's show, I think I'll come down into this wonderful audience and blank every one of you. Even some of you girls.
Collectively or individually?
Wait for my last, yeah? Beg your pardon?
Sorry, collectively or individually?
Oh, it'll take time, but I'll get there.
Yes, yes.
G'day, Cole.
G'day, Graham.
How are you?
Fine, mate. Having a good time.
Are you really?
Yeah, enjoying it very much.
Good on you. Nice to have you with us. Wendy Blacklock?
Graham, Daddy and I had fish fingers for tea. What did you have?
Daddy and I had fish fingers for tea. What did I have for dinner tonight? I didn't have fish fingers.
Oh, you don't know what you've missed.
In fact, I don't know what night it is. I'll ask Tony, the moustache twirler, when I can grab his attention.
It's Thursday today.
Is it Thursday, do you
Of course
think?
it's Thursday.
Sydney.
Yes, it's Thursday.
Yes, but I think it's Monday in Perth.
Ah,
I'm
and
not
it's
sure.
midnight in Moscow.
Oh, yes. Welcome, Dave Gray.
Thank you. I want to ask you something quite seriously. I was reading tonight's paper, and what part of a woman's body is a yet? Do you know what?
A yet?
A woman's body. What part of her is a yet?
No, I don't know.
Well-
Why, what was how did it go?
Well, there's a woman been shot in Brisbane this morning,
Yeah.
and it says the doctors haven't found
Oh,
the bullet in her yet.
Oh, blimey, I tell you. Dave, back to radio.
Right.
Dave's on radio on Melbourne's UZ every afternoon. Hello, Jackie.
You look lovely tonight.
Oh, better than last night, you think? I think you look nice too, because you've got nothing there, but you've got plenty there. And you're just lovely.
Now the fish fingers have hit the pan.
Stuart is here. Oh, very formal tonight, Stuart.
Yes, it's, well, I feel I want to be formal and respectful tonight because I have such an admiration for Dave, you know, working with him.
We all do.
I admire him because he came up from absolutely nothing, did Dave?
Did he?
The trouble is he brought it with him.
Oh. Bob Moore. Bob Moore, welcome. How's
you, Graham.
Monday conference going? It's already started,
Just
hasn't it?
begun. Yes,
Just begun.
Yes, just begun.
You've had some sensational ones last year, and I know you will this year.
Thanks very
I
much,
like
Graham.
the one at Broken Hill. That was a good one. Was it Broken Hill? Newcastle.
Mount Isa.
Mount Isa,
Almost
yes.
right.
Mount Isa was most
How'd I know
informative.
one?
Bottle, wasn't it?
And over here, our champion is Mike Copeman and our challenger, Francis Box. Good evening. Francis, you've got another one of your husband's frocks on. Well, let me explain that. Francis' husband comes from Pakistan and he gets these wonderful clothes. Do you call that a sari?
Yes,
Oh, it's just beautiful.
thank you.
It really is.
Has it got a fringe on it, Graham?
beg your
Yes, it
Has it
has.
got a fringe?
Yes, it's a sari with a fringe on top. Dave, I can't stand it. Stop doing it. Right, our challenger, Francis, A or B?
I'll have A, please, Graham.
And this is round 2, and not everybody plays. Cole doesn't play, for instance, and Bob doesn't play. All right? People ask me, why is this so? Well, think you know. A or B, I'm sorry. A. No, it's because they matched in the first round. You see, we've already played one round, and they've matched, so they can't play this round. Tarzan said, "Me take razor and shave cheetah. Me get big surprise. Me discover that him blank." That's what Tarzan said. You know Tarzan of the famous grip fame. Tarzan said, "Me take razor and shave cheetah. Me get big surprise. We discover that him blank." Wendy's in, Dave's in, Jackie's in, Stuart's in, and Bob doesn't play. Mrs. Boggs, Tarzan said, "Me take razor and shave cheetah. Me gets a big surprise. Me discover that him
A female.
are female." That would be a big surprise. When he's, you know, oh, yes. Go like that. Wendy, a female? Cheetah?
Well, this is definitely a female, but not necessarily a monkey.
Blimey. All those years he's been committing one of those acts. Without knowing it. Dave, what a funny answer.
You know how he got the call, don't you? You know.
How did he get that
Do you
call?
know how that came about?
How did that come about?
Oh, well, Jane was drowning in one of the lakes, you see, and Tarzan swung across on the rope and he shouted, "Grab, Jane, grab!" And she did, and he went, "Ah!" And I was starting to bother.
No, I loved it. A girl is right. That's a match. That's a match. Now, if I read this correctly, I won't read that just yet. Tarzan said, "Me take razor and shave cheetah. Me get big surprise. Me discover that him, a girl, is a match." Stuart.
Well, she's a girl, but a specific girl. Like Wendy, I found she's a Jane, yes.
Oh, no, that's not what we're after. All right, now it gets exciting. There's bells going off everywhere tonight. All over the cross. Down in St Kilda. Cleopatra said... What nationality was Cleopatra? Bob, you're the intellectual one.
Egyptian.
Of course she was Egyptian.
She Sphinx, she was.
Do you mind if I make a Pakistani just for the... No. Oh, listen, no, but not everyone plays. Cole does, and Dave does, and Jackie does, but that's all. Right, Mr. Moustache Twirler? Thank you. Cleopatra said, "I played poker with Mark Antony last night, and I nearly lost my blank." Cleopatra said, "I played poker with Mark Antony last night, and I nearly lost my blank." Poker? You know what? Cleopatra was famous for lots of things. All in, should be in?
Yeah.
All in?
Can I change mine?
Yes, you can, quickly. Oh, Jackie, yeah, I like that. Lost her...
Bra.
Bra. Bra is a good answer. Lost her bra, Cole. I played poker with Mark Antony last night and I nearly lost my... Cole? Serpent.
Well, asp I was thinking of, you know,
Yes.
the thing that really did the deal.
I really thought perhaps asp.
He can't spell asp.
No. Oh, of course he can. What did you put? Asp. You spelled it properly. Oh, dear, oh, dear. Jackie, what have you got? Asp. And that means that Francis Box is our champion. Francis, come up. Mike, you won $1,000, didn't you? Oh, her Pakistani's husband's frock caught on the thing there. You've got $1,000.
I have indeed.
Nothing to be ashamed of. Thank you for
not.
playing Blackety Blanks.
Thanks very much.
Goodbye, Mike. Mike was a nice contestant. Francis. What's the name of that little girl again?
Rihanna.
Rihanna.
She's very embarrassed.
Why?
She told me not to mention her name.
But that's a lovely name. It rolls off the tongue like...
does, doesn't it?
Spittle. Rihanna. Rihanna Box. What is your house built of? Rihanna Box. We... Chopper. All right. Now, in a moment, we're going to play Super Match. You're going to win millions of dollars, but we've got to sell some of this stuff and earn some revenue for this station before we do that. Francis, we got a group of people together recently and we surveyed them and they came up with the most popular answer to this. Marriage blank. Now, most of those people gave one answer, you see, and if you match that answer, you get $100. Their second most popular answer, $50. Third, $25 if you match it. Any of our 6 celebrities may help you with your answer. Who would you like first?
Well, I think I'll try Bob Moore, please.
Oh, Bob Moore's worth a try. Marriage...
License.
Marriage license. Yes. Good? Not too good.
Stuart.
Stuart Wagstaff.
Marriage game.
Marriage game. Oh, yes, it was a play or a TV show.
Yeah.
Marriage game. Yes, it was.
Yes.
And Cole Joy, please.
Cole Joy.
Marriage guidance.
Marriage guidance. I like one. I like that one. You might have a better idea, in which case reject all of those. You might have something that you've thought of which you think is infinitely better.
Yes. I thought of marriage partner.
Did you? How would you like to reconsider that decision. Not that I know, and if marriage partner's up there, I am going to fall on my face. But I don't want to talk you out of it. If you wish marriage partner, I think some of those ideas from the celebrities. No, I don't want to influence.
Licence.
Marriage license, righto, we'll find out. I think she, in the nick of time, I think you may have done something that you'll... I was just going to say regret, Francis. I'll always finish the sentence again. As usual, we'll start at the bottom and reveal the $25 answer. Pull it, Peter. Marriage guidance. No. Marriage license we're after. Oh, the thing's down. Beaut. Tiny little squirt of Singer sewing machine oil in those chains. Let's reveal the... If you're ready to have a pull, Peter, would you pull 50? Peter! Marriage game was there. I'm so sorry, Stuart. I'm so... Francis, I think we're in for an exciting moment here. What are you going to grab, should you be excited? Oh, really? If you do that, I might rip your sari off. All right, let's put all of us out of our misery and reveal the $100 answer. Peter! Oh, shivers. Marriage counsel. Oh, none of us came up with marriage counsel. Oh, Francis, I am sorry. But then your thought wouldn't have got you far either, would it? No. Well, listen, you're still our champion. You're still our champion. And you go back into the game, which we'll play the moment we do this. We've got to do this. I'm sorry about this, but we must do this. We must do this. Let's meet our new challenger, Graham Gillard. Welcome, Graham.
How do you do, Graham?
Who and what is Graham Gillard?
That's correct. I'm 29 years of age.
29.
Married, 2 children, 2 boys, Rodney and Bradley.
Rodney and Bradley.
I'm a printer by trade.
And who do you print for, Graham?
Bell Press at Rockdale.
Bell Press of Rockdale.
Sydney.
I know it's in Sydney.
Yes, well, people understand.
I might be a Melbourne boy, but I know some of the places in Sydney. I'm thinking of buying a house in Glebe. Not too good? I don't know. ALB, Graham. Wait, I just get... See, I didn't know it was up. Someone said that to me today. A or B?
B, yes.
B?
B.
B. Round one. In round one, every match is worth a point. Jack is a human compass. Wherever he is, his blank points north. Jack is a human compass. Wherever he is, his blank points north.
If we get in trouble for giving dirty answers.
No, you'll never get in trouble from me, Stuart.
No, I
never.
not from you.
Never. Dave. Thank you, Dave. Graham, Jack is a human compass. Wherever he is, his blank points north.
His face?
His face points north. A lovely, clean answer. Cole, Jack is a human compass. I've never met a human compass, have you?
No, I can't say no, but I've gone for an answer which had to be an appendage of some kind, didn't it? I mean, something that
Appendage?
sort
Oh,
of...
what does that mean, Carl?
That's something
sort
that
of
hangs off
pokes out.
something else.
Oh.
Don't
I've
you
taken
think?
one or two
It
of
had to
them.
be an appendage, you're quite
So
right.
something that pokes out, I
His
thought
nose.
no.
Nose is a good answer. It's not a face, though. Well, there's a nose on a face. But Tony the moustache twirler, who hasn't had a drink for 2 days, I can't tell you why. I cannot tell you why. It's very personal. Jack is a human compass. Wherever he is, his blank points north.
Well, I also thought it'd be an appendage.
Well, that's all right.
Do you
Appendage.
too?
No, everyone knows what an appendage is. It's something that
And so?
hangs onto something else. Nose. Nose, you see?
Well, I thought it would have been an appendix.
No.
Is that not right?
Appendage.
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 What does it mean again?
It's something that pokes out or sticks up or hangs down. Well, you can select, reject any of those answers, but...
Can we talk about it after?
Sure.
He said
Nose. No, aren't you sorry I didn't say nose, Graham? Jackie Weaver, Jackie Weaver. He's pointer.
Well, you know, that expression about pointing your pointer at the porcelain.
A little edit there.
Jackie, I'm ashamed of you, dirty, filthy, disgusting.
You said you loved me a couple of weeks ago.
I am now.
Jackie Weaver said something terribly funny about porcelain and pointing and oh dear. But it's not a match, darling heart. I know exactly what you mean. In fact, Dave will explain that after. It's. I don't know whether you fully realise what it means. Stuart.
I'm only sorry that Francis didn't get this question. Because it's about a compass, and you box a compass. Francis box a compass.
Of course.
Yes. Nose.
Nose. And from Bob Moore
Obvious.
is needle. Of course it's obvious. Yes, no, you know, if you're a human compass, your needle would always point to the north. Francis Box. Rahana. See, I know it now. I'll never forget that. Rahana. The reporter said to old George Wilson, "Tell me, sir, what is the secret of your long life?" And old George Wilson replied, he really milks George Wilson. Old George replied, "Simple, young fella. I blank 10 times every day." George wears glasses, as you know. Oh, stop! The reporter said to old George Wilson, "Tell me, sir, what is the secret of your long life?" And George replied, "Simple, young fella. I blank 10 times every day." That's what George Wilson said. Bob's in, Stuart's in, Jackie's in, top row are not in tonight. Yes, they are. Wendy, just shove it in, me darling. That's it. Righto. Francis, the reporter said to old George Wilson, "Tell me, sir, what is the secret of your long life?" And George replied, "Simple, young fella. I blank 10 times a day."
No idea.
No idea.
Stretch out.
Stretch out. All right. How long for, Francis?
Long life. Stretch out. Have a dose.
Oh, I see what you... I thought it was a direction to me. Oh, no, truthfully, I thought that. Oh, well, that's an answer.
He has a nap. He stretches out to extend his life, you see.
Yes. All right. I thought she wanted more time. Like, you know, we say stretch in television. I thought, I'll let Francis do that while I have a little kip. Cole, stretch out. I would bet you $1 million.
My thing's stuck in here. Hang on.
Is it?
I thought when she said stretch out that I'd be right because this is a form of stretching out. But when she said have a nap, I blew it. I've got exercise.
Exercise is not a match. Wendy Blacklock, I love you.
Well, I wrote this answer because I'm encouraging Daddy to do it.
What's that, my heart?
Well, you'll see in a minute. And I thought if George lives a long time, then Daddy would too.
Yes.
If he did this 10 times a day. Because Daddy only has it every second Wednesday of the month at the moment.
Do you mean
But everybody knows that Daddy only has it. I mean, he constantly tells them, you see.
Yes, I know that.
Yes.
Oh, I watched number 96.
Yes. Think of a number, he said, and if you're wrong, you get your gear off. But he's always right.
So you have muesli more often?
Fish fingers.
We're having our own private little routine up here. Dave Gray has gone to sleep. No.
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 I agree with Francis.
Nod off is a match. Jackie. Jackie, have you got a nod off or a stretch out or a... What have you got?
But this is. I thought of this when you were lying down on the floor there. I could hardly keep in my seat.
Cuddle! Cuddle, I like that idea. No, there's nothing wrong with that. Isn't that a... No, it's not.
No,
Stuart.
I'm afraid I haven't got
That's a lovely answer.
a little sleep. I think what he does 10 times a day is breathes.
Or he wouldn't be in the best of nick, would he?
He wouldn't, no.
Only 10 of those a day I don't think would sustain life, even in Canberra. What have you...
I agree with Francis.
That is a match. We'll be back to play round 2 right after these messages. Don't go away, this is Blankety Blank.
And now, back to our compere, the man with the most questionable jockettes in the business, Graham Kennedy.
Don, questionable? What?
The Jockettes.
Oh, no, because earlier I said something about jockettes and Don Blake, who thinks himself to be one of the great humourists of our time. Actually, he is a funny man. Thank you for playing Blankety Blank's dear panel. Good night, bottom row.
Good night.
Good night, Graham.
Good night. Good night, top row.
Thanks, Graham. It's been
Thanks,
fun.
Wendy. Dave, good night.
Good night. We've just had the census, you know, about three months ago we had the census taken, and the poor lady down our street, Mrs. Jones, the censor man came yesterday again, and he said, I'm from the census, and she said, I filled in my form. He said, yeah, but you didn't put your age. She said, well, did the Hills put their age next to it? He said, yes, they did. She said, well, I'm as old as they are. So he wrote on the form, Mrs. Jones, as old as the Hills. Yeah!
I like it. Bomb, bomb, and good night. From Blankety Blank.
All prices are moved by Grace Brothers Removals, the professionals. Interstate artists fly Ansett and drive Avis your other car. Whilst in Sydney, Graham Kennedy chooses to stay at the Boulevard Hotel, 90 William Street, King's Cross. This is a Reg Grundy production, produced in colour at the studios of Channel 10 Sydney in association with the O10 Network. Don Blake speaking.